Hello and welcome to Reasonable Reviews. Today we will be taking a look at 20XX, a roguelike Megaman X clone or game, however you want to call it. Just want to call your attention over right side right away. You see next update. It gives you the days, hours, minutes, seconds until the next patch, which for an early access game is pretty awesome. There's also feedback over there, the Reddit site, and support. So you could tell that this has been ongoing. You know when the next patches are. That's fabulous, I'd like to say. That's something that's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about kind of being stuck out on it and having a game that'll never finish. You can see right there that they're serious about keeping things up to date. I got to turn the music on. I had it off earlier. That way you can hear the lovely music as well. All right. Now you have two different characters here. I guess this, you got a shooter one, which is like Mega Man. Then you got another guy with a whip. Take a look here. Here's some items you can buy. They have Soul Chips, recently renamed from Soul Nuts. Probably a good choice. There's multiplayer. What else is there? But you see, you can buy these items and then you'll be able to find them in the game. It does have a lot of roguelike elements into it. And down here, let's see, Nina. That's the Mega Man one, and Ace is your, I guess it's Zero. I kind of missed out on the Mega Man X games. See, here's all the items that you have collected. So you have like a little trophy room to see what you've unlocked so far, which is pretty cool. This is actually a game, kind of game that I had wanted to make myself. A lot of times thinking about making a Mega Man type game just to mess around with. And I was like, oh, let's make a Mega Man game that's roguelike. Daily challenge, sorry. There's different challenges, daily and weekly. There's a hardcore with other, but yeah, this is a kind of game I thought to myself one day. I was all ready to get back into things, and I said, "Oh, Mega Man, what if I do it roguelike and a little bit, random? Hey, that's cool. Let's download Visual Studio, but first let's quick stop at Steam." And I looked down and. About 4 or 5 games down, hey look, exactly what I was going to make. Well, $3 is a lot cheaper than me doing. So here you go, we're playing as Nina here first. And like I said, this is like the Mega Man one. You got your Mega Buster or whatever you can charge up. The charges don't really do too much, it's really only double the damage. You can upgrade that, of course. Everything is upgradable. And you can hear the very Mega Man-esque music, which I think is kind of prerequisite to this sort of game. The levels are random. They are random in sections, really. So you'll see a lot of the same kind of sections. It's probably pretty hard to kind of get truly random platforming sections and have them be workable, so you don't get any levels that you can't do or any jumps that you can't do. So, there's got to be some concessions made. I'm going to give up trying to get that guy there. Let's just go this way. There are different things here. Oh, and as you see, if you fall into the lava, you just go back. You can change that, and I am doing terrible here. You can see my complete newbie. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the sound is off here a little bit. Alright. Well then. But here we go. We're going to go through some more. Check things out. You can see it's I'm not normally that bad, but I had been playing Mighty Number 9 there for a bit, and it's different. So you got to kind of get used to the style of platforming. And I don't have any of the Soul Nuts. Let's go back over here. Let's give her another go. Alright. go through another level. There's a jungle level. There's a bunch of different types of levels, and you will go through them. And you know, there are 8 bosses, I believe, like a Mega Man game. And then depending on when you face them, depending on how tough the level is. So we're doing this first. This is kind of easy. Then later on, if we were to do this, they would get a lot harder. There'd be more bosses. The platforming sections would get tougher, and the bosses actually are tougher the farther along you get as well, even though they're the same boss. You see, I'm having some difficulties here. I didn't quite see that corner there to jump on. Been throwing me off. Like I said, you play some of the other platformers, and sometimes it'll throw you off there. It takes you a little bit to get used to it. And I'm just noobing it up here, so pardon me, I will get this eventually. I'm usually not this bad. Oh my goodness. Here we go, let's try it again. Go all the way up here, and then there's some chests with items. And they will increase stats, give you some different bonuses. Jump over. Oh! One thing about it is you can kind of jump past a lot of things. I know one time I had jumped across pretty much the entire level, and the game wasn't real pleased to give me a nice little note that said, "Don't be like that," which I think is a nice little nudge. Because I did, I just totally skipped the entire level. I think I had speed and rocket shoes and all sorts of stuff. Just flew past. Little vending machines that you can buy. You get the little sold nut, regular nuts they are. And they're like a currency you can use. Those are the sold chips. Those you can buy like permanent unlocks, or at least items that you can receive in the game. Instead of finding them, you basically have to buy them. I think you can find them too, I don't recall. That is a good question. Of course, there's a shop that you can go to. You can find it on your own, or you can pay to go in at the end. And here's one of these. And I'm going to look terrible at this again. I apologize. Let's see. Oh. This is not... Oh my goodness. Not the guy I wanted to be facing first. You have to get all the way up. Stand up on those platforms next to him. Shoot him up and... There we go. You can take care of him pretty well, but yeah, I was pretty much dead to start with, so there we go. We'll try this back again. Now let's go check out the other one, Ace. A lot of people find him to be a lot easier to play with and get through the levels. Let's see, we got 3. Is there anything? The bottom ones are things that you haven't got yet and you can unlock. Up top are things that you can buy for the run. That you've already had, they're usually cheaper. So here we go. As you can see, it's a whip, sword, whatever. And everything, you know, the randomness is pretty good. I'm having a little difficulty at this time, so a lot of these are blending in for me. So sometimes it's hard to see where some of the objects are. They blend into the background so well. Now, you see that guy that I just killed there drop the soul chip. Now you can tell which ones will do that. They are glowing a different color. So that way you can... They're also a lot tougher. It's alright. You know, it's a little something extra to do in levels, unlock some cool stuff as we go along. Now, I haven't got too far. I've only got about halfway through. I think the highest I got is maybe 4 levels. Oh, we got something we can smash vending machines when we're done, which can be handy. Oh, there we go. Like I said, some of these can be challenging, even on the lower end. I think we're just going back over there. No. Okay, there's nothing down there. We just kind of screwed ourselves. So let's see here. Alright, we'll go back up. It is nice that you can play and a death or a fall won't kill you completely. You can change it, like I said, so that that is the case. If you want a truly hardcore experience, you probably will fall a lot more than some of the other ones. Just simply, like I said, roguelike. That's, the random platforms. A lot of times they are pretty good, and you can make it. Other times you get some really hard combinations. The old random number generation. Let's see here, we got a spider. And like I was mentioning before, these bosses, wow, look at that. They're a lot easier on the first first level. They give powers just like everything. You can get 3 of them. So you kind of have to pick and choose. You get a few items you can get afterwards. And vending machines. And if you notice in the upper left, bonus achieved. They also have a bonus. It does have a bit of a time mechanic. They want you to hurry up, but they reward you for doing well and going fast instead of penalizing you, which is good. You see you have a choice of 3 different bosses to go to next. I guess the real strategy is you got to figure out which ones are really the hard ones, which ones aren't. Try and get the ones that are real tough out of the way first, and then some of the easier. That's a relative term, of course. Some of the easier ones to take out, you want to save them for later on. The really hard guys. Try and get them out of the way first, because like I said, everything gets harder as you go. So if you were to fight that spider boss on, say, the 3rd, 4th, 5th level, as opposed to the first, it'd be an entirely different fight. Which is pretty cool. You just have to pay attention to that. Nice vehicle while I'm trying to review. Thank you. You can see a lot of similar Mega Man type levels. We can go through here. But there you have it. That's pretty much everything here. It is a really good game, fun game. I believe at some point they are still working on it. It is early access, so I won't give a full overview of everything because not everything's complete. I don't know if at some point they'll also give a boss level. I believe right now, once you get to level 8, that's it. There's no Wily Castle or anything, but always good. But anyway, that's the game again. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.